America!
Wake up, America!
Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Wake up, America! Enough!
Three-bedroom, three-bathroom.
I did not see that.
Yes, light is
Hi.
good. So this is your
Alright. Okay. Another breath. Okay, tell us who you are, why you're here.
We are members of Riot, Russian protest group. We've been imprisoned in Russia. We've been persecuted. We are in federal wanted list in our country. So if we appear on the border, we'll be immediately arrested for our anti-Putin and anti-war, which he started activity. And we are here now because we see the rise of authoritarianism here, and we want to call people to not be silent, and we want people to remember to not give up even in the difficult conditions, to have a hope inside, to have belief. That's why we're here.
One of our posters was 1948, 84, and we want to remind that George Orwell not so far away, and we have our country like example, like how your freedom of speech, if you will not raise, will be taken like this. And Russia, it's a very good example what can happen with your country if you will not use your freedom of speech now.
What do you think about what Putin's doing here? What's Putin's role in this?
Well, we see Putin's role. I think everyone who can read news see that his influence here is growing, and we see some so-called journalists who are going to Russia and cover our country as an amazing place to live. At the same time, we know people who are suffering inside prisons. There are more than 1,000 political prisoners now inside the country. There are more than 10,000 kept in prison Ukrainians who are tortured, killed, and committing suicide inside Russian concentration camps.
And they came not only for activists, they came for children, for old people, just for tweet or like post in some kind of media or just street peace action, they're in prison, they are dying, Putin is torturing them.
And also,
Russia not always was like this. And we are still like, we are asking you to not be indifferent.
What do you think about people who say it can't happen here? What warning do you have to them?
we can, the only thing which we can do, we can show the example of what happened with our country. So the freedoms in our country were not taken immediately. For example, 12 years ago when we started, there was allowed to gather together on the streets, there was allowed to protest, there were detentions, but that was not like now. Then they shut down the mass protests, then they shut down the single demonstrations, then Putin decided to change the constitution, you know, to legitimize his so-called presidency for forever, to be allowed to be so-called elected for the third term. Then he started to kill oppositioners. Boris Nemtsov, the loudest voice against the Ukrainian war, been killed near the Kremlin walls without any circumstances. Alexei Navalny been killed in Russian prison by Putin last year. And this is happening with people who are not agree with Putin's state. And I don't think that there is something special with Russia or Russian people. A totalitarian state can appear anywhere if people are silent. So that's why
do you think Putin respects Trump? And do you think that, well, do you think he respects Trump?
I'm not Vladimir Putin. I cannot comment whom he respected. I only know that he hates quite everyone who are not agree with him. That's why he's invading Ukraine. That's why he's killing Russians who are in their position. And
do you think
he
Putin's
hated democratic power here.
Do you think Putin will take any of Trump's advice on how to end the war?
We've seen already once so-called end of the war in 2014. There were Minsk agreements being signed in February of 2015, and we saw inside Russia what was happening. They were shutting down everything. Then they invaded Ukraine again. Ukraine made the brave choice to be a part of Europe, and I believe that if Europe and the Western world believe in its values, they should protect Ukraine, because again, other countries will be attacked. And we see it through the examples of Belarus, where Putin has a friend dictator of Lukashenko. We see it in Georgia, when they helped to shut down the protests and change the government. And we'll see more examples if Ukraine will not be protected.
Do you think it was always about Ukraine, this election? Trump installing, with Paul Manafort, I don't know if you know these people. Wasn't it always about Putin and Ukraine? And Crimea? In 2014, I interviewed Nadia in 2014. She came to
And they are the bravest people I saw for last several years. So,
what did Navalny say? He said that you're not allowed to give up. Was it? You're not allowed to give up? Do you remember what he said? Something like that.
He said a lot of beautiful things. And he was one of the bravest person in our country. We knew him, and for us it was a personal shock when we saw a news about his murder.
What do you think will happen to America if we don't stand up?
What?
What do you think will happen to America if we don't stand up?
Look to our country. What happened? Mass protests shut down, single demonstrations shut down, constitution changed,
And then
there are no free